Start. Application settings have been changed to stereo mode. Let me know how the audio is. Oh, stream title? Yeah, that should be. Stream title should be fixed. No? Laytonology Volume 5? Did that not get fixed? It is? Okay. I thought I fixed it. Yeah, let's hope it comes out. I don't know if they've announced a date yet, but it should be coming out at some point. Good old app. Such good music. Let's mute the music. Maximum music. You get anything at the title screen if you leave it here? Good old level 5. Yeah, let's hope the new one comes out soon. I mean, I know the dude who made all the puzzles there, he passed away, so obviously it's like some other people, but I mean, that doesn't stop Dragon Quest from coming out with Toriyama passing, right? So it's like they can't have anybody else do the puzzles. Alright, guess we're not getting anything on the title screen. So let's start the timers. Hey, Vader. Welcome to Laytonology. New game. I had to delete all of my old save games because it was like, I used up like every save. I don't know if the, I had downloaded like the, before the servers got shut down, I had downloaded the extra puzzles. I wonder if those are still accessible. I guess we'll find out when we get to that point. If not, well, I guess they're gone now. It's a work of fiction. What? I thought this was real.
Wow! So this is Monte D'Or.
Indeed.
Wow.
In only 18 years, this little desert oasis has grown into quite a tourist attraction.
Amazing, don't you think?
Yes, it is. Some people even call it the City of Miracles.
The City of Miracles.
Is there a mask involved? Let's review the main major mysteries in our story. Touch the mystery for more detail. Monte D'Or is well known because it started out as an oasis, with one small inn expanded into a large and prosperous city in the space of just 18 years. How could such a city develop so fast? Monte D'Or is quite impressive, especially considering that Henri built it from nothing. The Dark Parade. I don't remember if I hitched up hotkeys for my 3DS. Probably not. Ew, 3D models.
So much to look at here, Professor.
Just looks so wrong.
Yes, I've heard that Monte D'Or is quite an exciting town.
The letter you received said some terrible things happened here.
Is this in 3D?
It's hard to believe.
It is in 3D.
We'll have a better understanding of the situation after we speak to Angela.
Love how the background moves in the capture when I set it to 3D mode.
The street.
Yes, it's like maximum normal. Wah, wah. I guess the video was in 3D too. You guys can't see it in 3D. If I move it really fast, you guys just squint and you can kind of see it in 3D. The city is one big amusement park. It certainly is a lively town. How could anything bad happen in a place so bright and colorful, Professor? Never judge a book by its cover, Luke. A thorough analysis will reveal a thorough conclusion. Right as usual, Professor. Let's the investigation commence. I admire the spirit, Luke. Monte D'Or is a unique town. Before we begin, we'll need to take a moment to examine our methods. All ears, Professor. It's so weird seeing 3D models. Very good. Search an area, just tap the investigation icon of the top corner of the touchscreen and enter investigation mode. Then use the magnifying glass that appears to explore the area on the top screen. To move the magnifying glass, simply slide the stylus along the touchscreen as if you were drawing a line. When the magnifying glass turns orange, it means you found a point of interest. When you discovered one of these points of interest, give the touchscreen another tap and take a closer look. A simple tap, you'll quickly hone your investigative skills. Okay, so tap the investigation icon, slide it using the touchscreen to search, tap the touchscreen again to investigate. Got it! Let's give it a try. Is there anything that needs a closer look? Let's find out. Makes my eyes go funny if I stare at it too long. I advise against doing that, Luke. Managed to fix a few lamps up there. Interesting architecture. If we get separated, let's meet under the big top. The slangs are certainly glittering fiercely. Looks like it's sparkling. Shower cleanses the body. A fountain cleanses the soul. This place smells really good. I don't have time to stop right now. Where's my hidden coins? They haven't given us the tutorial yet, so... My poor eyes aren't yet accustomed to all these street lights. It's bright, so it should be safe at night, right? Yeah, obviously they have to give us a tutorial first. A puzzle! Yeah, oh, hello there. Welcome to, Monte... Monte. Seems like he's enjoying this too much. That clown certainly has a lot of balloons, Professor. Or do the balloons have him? He does look a bit tied up at the moment. Perhaps we should offer some assistance. Come to the, circus. Clowns, animals, lots of fun. Can we be of some help, sir? Oh, don't mind me. I just need to release these balloons into the air for the children, you know? For the kids. If I don't get these balloons into the air, I'll never earn my clown nose. Oh, where are my manners? I'm a stumble. Forgive me for not shaking your hand. Don't think me rude. Perhaps you can help me here if you're not too much of a hurry. Our first puzzle. Yes, looks like the puzzle's on the bottom of the screen. So let's see. Give me a second here. I'm gonna have to create some hotkeys just so I can switch between the different displays easier. Hotkeys. Stumble explains how he got in the situation. Yep. 3DS. Layton. What's it called? Switch. Scene. 3DS Layton. Put that as Control 4 and Control 5. There we go. Apply. Done. There we go. Yep. Yep. Clumsy Clown has gotten caught up in his balloon strings. Give Luke and Layton a hand untangling the strings. Touch any of the orange points on the touch screen and swap the strings around at that point. Things can get pretty tricky, but keep at it until you free or stumble. It's possible to untangle all 4 strings in this view's 3 moves. Tap an orange point at the touch screen between the panels to swap attached strings attached to those panels. As you swap panels, the strings will either untangle or become even more tangled. Try to straighten out all 4 strings. Alright. How does that work? Like if I touch this one here. How do I untangle those 2 middle ones? I just tap this one. Tap, 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 tap. Why isn't it working? Tap. Oh, I have to press the, let's try and press like the middle. I have to press like the side like this. Yeah. And 3. Oh, come on. How to... This one? Oh, there we go. It's kind of
I
confusing.
believe I have this one. An excellent puzzle.
Excellent puzzle. Nice work. You free the balloons and stumble too. All the balloons can be released sky high into the, well, sky. Stumble looks way too happy there. All about pick rats. Pick rats are points to indicate puzzles' difficulty. The more pick rats a puzzle's worth, the tougher it is. Give me some damn sledding puzzles that are worth 99 pick rats. When you submit an incorrect answer for a puzzle, the number of pick rats you earn from that puzzle decreases, so think carefully before answering. 100% pick a rat or bust. Once you've beaten a game and saved the bonuses section and load your game file. From there you can enter the top secret area. Yeah, actually, I did... I looked up my thing last night there, because I figured we'd probably get to this today, and found my my password from the last game. Or a number of fun extras are waiting for you. More pick rats here, and the more content you unlock. Stubble's balloons. Phew, what a relief. Thank you for that. No need to thank us, Stumble. Helping someone in need is its own reward. Sounds like you just got into town. Well, hope you enjoy your time in Monte D'Or. Just be sure to always stay on your toes. This isn't Professor Jack and the Slaying of Chaos. Not yet, but soon. Unless something overtakes it, but I highly doubt it.
Whoa! Professor, look at that clown!
I'm sure nothing bad will happen to that clown.
Balloons! And the band!
Calm down, Luke.
Wow!
So many balloons. Oh, look, title screen. Can't see the balloons. There's a big title in the way.
Fantastic! Everyone is having such a good time, Professor!
Except the professor, he looks pissed.
And I'm looking forward to doing the same after our investigation.
Oh, right. The investigation.
Once we're able to relax, we'll see what the town has to offer. What?
Professor, what was that?
Run away!
It's him! Run! Frozen like stone!
Stone? Quickly!
Exactly, it's Laytonology. Although the last game actually was pretty RPG intensive with that bonus game thing. I had like a full RPG built in. Well, rip all those guys. Explain this, Professor.
What on earth is going on here?
Statues?
Da da da.
Hey! I'm trying to escape here. Get out of the way, will you?
Yuckles.
Please, sir, try to remain calm.
Calm? Are you blind? Those people have been turned to stone.
How is that possible?
A very good question, Luke.
Professor, look up there.
What on earth?
I can't look, Luke. I have button eyes.
1, 2, 3, 4. Did you miss me, Monte D'Or? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome!
Huh?
I
Must be
hope
the
you
miracle
enjoyed
mask.
Tonight's dark miracle, courtesy of the Masked Gentleman. Consider what you have seen tonight as a warning. Monte D'Or will soon be destroyed.
How to save an animation.
Those who submit to the power
Give
of the
him a mask.
may be spared. But then again, they may not.
He's got wings and he's flying. Explain that, Professor.
Professor, Luke! What are you waiting for? A written invitation?
Of course.
Wait! Professor!
Of course he gets a donkey.
Mine has something wrong with it!
Let's go. Everyone follow me.
Right.
Hey, wait for me!
Ha!
Yeah.
Oh, Luke. Oh, the masked gentleman. Guess we're getting a mini game, aren't we? Chase down the masked gentleman as he flies through the town. Slide your stylus on the touchscreen. Short, quick motions to move your horse either left or right. Try to avoid the barrels. Picking up carrots will give your horse a burst of speed, allowing it to smash through the barrels for a short amount of time.
Follow the masked gentleman.
It's like I'm playing a mobile game.
Here we go! Here we go!
Yeah.
Whoa!
Whoa! Where's everybody else, by the way?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Went the wrong way.
Yeah.
Look, there he is!
He just like popped back into existence.
Go.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Good work.
Yeah. Yeah.
That or this is just a really hilly town.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Almost.
Okay, it's really hard to figure out where those carrots are gonna be when you're like
Whoa!
moving at an angle.
Look, there he is!
Yeah.
Here we go! Here we go!
You know, you could have just like turned in a direction that wasn't a street. Definitely would have lost them.
Huh? Look out!
Sephiroth!
Whoa there!
Lucky Quack Quack, thanks so much for the 12 months of awesome support!
Almost got him, Professor! Whoa!
It's a lot of cinematics in this game so far. I guess they do have more room on the 3DS cart.
He got away!
Got away! That's what I want. Alright.
Yes, he had quite an advantage over us.
I suppose we can assume that was the masked gentleman.
No. Silly
Is he
Emmy.
using some sort of magic, Professor? How did he do all that?
Clearly magic, Luke.
Luke, I can honestly say, I don't know.
It's 100% magic. I love how it's like, oh yeah, there's no such thing as magic, but like all this actual magic stuff happens. This is no magic, these are just automatons that are designed to look exactly like humans. That's totally not magical. That's totally realistic in this world of like 1910 or whatever. A pre-World War I Europe. These are really major mysteries in our story. A number of people were turned to stone during the parade in Carnival Village. Some members of the crowd claimed to have witnessed the petrification as it occurred. Was this really some sort of miraculous act? Yes, it totally was. Crowds deserted Carnival Square, leaving it behind some stone statues that must have been living people only moments before. I'm sure, you know, they somehow swapped in perfect statues of these people and, like, kidnapped these people in the confusion. That's what happened. That's way more. That's way more plausible.
Magic seemed to be the only thing that could explain what we had seen. It disturbed me to see the professor at such a loss. It made me wish he never received that strange letter in the first place.
How dare he receive letters? I'm gonna have to fire that postman. Saving. Got 1 out of 1 puzzles. Chapter 1, The Mask of Chaos. What's with chaos and being in every game? Game really wants us to play some chaos.
Professor, do you know someone named Angela Layton?
Angela? Yes, of course. Where did you hear that name?
It was on the letter.
A letter?
Let me, Professor.
Let me open up your mail, Professor.
Angela, after all these years.
She's pregnant
Here you are.
with your child.
Thank you very much, Luke. Very strange.
I always expected the Professor and Emmy to get together.
What is it, Professor?
Professor?
The Mask of Chaos.
Chaos. But I forget who his wife is, but it's just some other generic thing.
Dearest Herschel, I trust this letter finds you well. I have read wonderful things about your work, Herschel. Or rather, Professor Layton. It's difficult to believe it has been nearly 18 years. I'm sure this letter comes as quite a surprise, but I must ask for your help. We have experienced a series of terrifying incidents here in Monte D'Or. I must be cursed by the Mask of Chaos,
Fine.
for it is now threatening to destroy our city. I hope you can forgive me after all these years. I don't know who else I can turn to. I cannot give you the full details now. However, if you can spare the time, I shall tell you all upon your arrival.
It's a booty call.
We are in desperate need of your help, Herschel. I've enclosed the address for the Layton estate.
Here's a photo to prick your
See you
interests.
soon. Angela Layton.
The Mask of Chaos? What is that?
These guys are gonna say chaos more than friggin' Stranger of Paradise at this rate.
Donald Rutledge wrote about it in his book, Ancient Histories. According to legend, the mask bestows great power upon whoever wears it.
Yes, the allure of omnipotence is as old as mankind itself. You seem to know quite a bit about the mask, Emmy.
Well, I have taken a few courses here and there.
I see.
Did I leave something out, Professor?
No, you're absolutely correct.
So this Mask of Chaos is well known in the world of archaeology?
Chaos.
Oh, yes. Among researchers, it's quite a popular topic.
So, what would it mean to be cursed by the Mask of Chaos?
It's difficult to say. Angela certainly wasn't very forthcoming in her letter.
What is your relationship with Angela, Professor? Is she one of Professor Layton's lost loves?
Oh yes. Oh yes, she is, Emmy.
Hardly. I've known Angela since my school days. Our relationship was complicated.
Well, a true gentleman could never refuse a request to help an old friend. Right, Professor?
Why, yes, Luke. I suppose you're correct there.
In the letter, she refers to a series of terrifying incidents. What do you think she means by that, Professor?
I can't say for certain, but I know how we can find out.
The major mysteries. It said the Mask of Chaos grants magical powers to whoever wears it. This be the power behind the masked gentleman's axe. The Mask of Chaos is an extremely popular topic in the archaeological world. So many mysteries. Only 23 minutes in, we already have like 3 of the mysteries. Where are these people turned to stone? Must have been what Miss Angela was referring to in her letter. Yes, we need to find out how long this has been going on. Did you discover anything of note, Emmy? Yes, according to the witnesses I spoke with, the masked gentleman first appeared about a month ago. Since then, he created several disturbances throughout the town with these dark miracles of his. What reason could he have for doing such an awful thing to these people? Have you heard anything about the police? Have they procured any leads? Apparently they've had a few, but it sounds like they're still clueless about the identity of the masked gentleman. Or as their investigation is at a standstill. Police have no suspect, no motive, no explanation. I see. Very well. I'd like to take a closer look at the scene before we move on. Professor, these people... How could this have happened? Those statues. That could have been us. Let me take a photo for evidence. It's difficult to say what we may encounter here, but let's be sure to keep our eyes and ears open. Always, Professor. I think I see someone who may be able to help us here, Professor. Look over there. See the one that tells us about the hint coins? Statues give me the chills. You'd have to be a heart of stone not to be disturbed by this. This was no miracle. It was a nightmare for all those involved. Solid stone. Will they ever turn back to normal? If I get turned to stone, don't make me into a garden gnome, please. It's scientifically impossible, yet here they are. It's scientifically impossible, so let's put some other bullshit, like, magical reason why it happened. I love how these games always go for the pretext of, like, science, but it's, like, so much more implausible what they've come up with. Must have been petrified before they were petrified. Is it safe to carry on our investigation? Let's press on if we want to uncover the truth. Yeah, once again, destiny makes us cling like a sweaty shirt onto bearskin on a hot carnival night. Welcome to Monte D'Or, my friends. Thank you. Yes, I believe we met before. You are Aldous, correct? The one and only. Happy to see you looking so robust. Are you on holiday as well? Oddly sublime that we would meet here. I was just watching the parade, with a heart full of joy and a mouth full of laughs. I was nearly turned to stone. But enough of this idle geological chatter. As I'll share with you a special something on Monte D'Or. I would appreciate any information you could share with us. Is it about hint coins? It's probably going to be about hint coins. You see, I've read a wooden box in the area. You could search the area with your stylus. Search now, search! Where could it be? I don't see any wooden boxes. My young boy, please, take a breath that is deep and think much of a relaxing candy. Of course you did not find my box. Do you clarify your meaning, Aldous? I believe I can. See, before you could only investigate, but now you may zoom. Zoom? What do you mean by that? As you search the magnifying glass, let it flash with a blue light. That, my friends, is a zoom point. When you find a zoom point, tap the touchscreen just as you would with any point of interest. Don't let me down. Zoom! Zoom! You can zoom over there. Wow, a hidden box. You have filled my heart with much pride, my little friend. See, in this way you can look for many sorts of hidden things. This is good. Let me make a note of it. Go. As the old saying goes, a box found is not, and not searched is a box not found. A hint coin! Hooray! I'm gonna collect them all and never use them. Aha, a hint coin. If you find a puzzle you cannot solve and need a hint, these shall become your best friends. Beware, there are a limited number of hint coins in Monte D'Or. Use them wisely, or expect the tears to meet your cheeks. Hint coins are hidden throughout the town, but if you see something suspicious, simply slide, tap, and sometimes zoom. Be sure to zoom as often as you can, to not waste the power of the zoom. Once finished, simply tap zoom out on the touchscreen. Now I have sacrificed in excess of my holiday helping you. I must bid you Adieu. He's a bit of a strange gentleman, isn't he? Perhaps he is, Luke. Perhaps he is. Well, he gave us some good information regardless. Zooming will certainly help our investigation. Is Barnack? It does! It's vacation time, and so Layton time is vacation time. Alright, now we gotta find hint coins everywhere. Hint coins. Hint coin number 2. Hint coin number 3. Hint coin number... Aw. Professor, let's head over to that tent. Maybe we'll find something there. That may not be a bad idea, Luke. Well, investigation of this town is going to be quite a task. Well, we better get started straight away. Absolutely, Luke. Let's just quickly establish how to go exploring the city. Right, I almost forgot about that, Professor. Tap back to the map on the touchscreen. This will take you from investigation mode to the main map. From here, we can move the locations that are highlighted orange. Simply tap a location to move there. Okay, played this game for like half an hour, we got 1 puzzle so far. Quite simple, don't you think? Indeed, I think I've got it. Tap back to the map and tap where you want to go next. Exactly. Now then, Luke, let's head for that tent. Remember, effective footwork is key to any successful investigation. Gotta find more hint coins. We did find 3 hint coins. Usually it's 3 per area, so... Back to map. Well, Professor, how should we go about keeping a record of our investigation? Ah, yes. Let's quickly go over that. Tap the trunk of the touchscreen. From here, you can save to record your progress up to that point. This is the puzzle index. Here you can view your puzzles and try your hand again at ones you've already solved. You can also see the locations of puzzles you haven't yet solved, so help you if you want to solve them later. Mysteries in Layton's journal will help you keep track of everything you've learned so far. Quite convenient, really. You've never cared for it. I mean, it's got definitely has a very a very good charm to it. The puzzles, I mean, you're either fans of them or not fans of them. I definitely like the puzzles, so it's a nice delivery mechanism for the puzzles, right? In episodes, you'll be able to view bonus story content. When you unlock a new episode, be sure to check back to view it here. Thanks, Professor. I feel like a better apprentice already. Yeah, it's very cute. Luke, we only listened to the Professor's explanation. Still need to master the art of actually using the trunk. Oh, of course, Emmy. Thanks. Alright, you two. Let's get on with our investigation. New episode has been added to the Professor's trunk, Emmy's Inquiry. Does he have junk in his trunk? He does. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely not everybody's cup of tea, of course, so... Definitely don't blame you. Letter from a dear friend compelled me to travel to Monte D'Or, a city at the heart of the desert. When we arrived, Emmy went off to conduct her own inquiries, while Luke and I explored the parade. City traffic is strictly regulated, so I shall have to part with the Laytomobile for a while, painful as it is. I feel as if we're simply waiting for something to happen. We have arrived in Monte D'Or in the midst of some impressive festivities. It's incredible that in just 18 years, the town has grown from nothing more than a small hotel to what we see today. The sheer size of the community is delightfully baffling. Celebration is kicking into high gear, and I believe I see a clown in need of help. It began with a scream. Seconds later, jubilant crowd was a throng of chaos and confusion. Witnesses claimed they saw human beings turned to stone. When we made our way to the scene, the statue stood. I assume this is what Angela was referring to in her letter. Looks like her investigation is already well underway. We pursued this so-called masked gentleman on a horseback and were unable to catch him. Emmy's investigation turned up only rumors and conjecture. I'll be able to clarify the details to speak to Angela directly. Episodes. For her medal as an assistant, Emmy patrols neighborhoods alone, hunting for clues of the masked gentleman's previous deeds. I should catch up with the professor and Luke, but I'd like to get a little more information first. There's so many people here. Maybe I should ask around a bit. Who should I start with? That boy looks fairly sharp. Or bored. Either way, maybe he can help me. Pardon me, do you have a moment? I'm sorry, are you talking to me? Yes, can I ask you a few questions? Regardless of what I say, I have a feeling you're going to ask anyway. Have you heard of anything about the masked gentleman? Do I look like I live under a rock? He has built quite a reputation, with the paintings turning people into horses. Love the spontaneous combustion bit. Did you see any of these events? No. Sorry, I got nothing. There have been dozens of witnesses around here, though. I shouldn't have too much trouble. Yes, you're probably right. Look around for tourists. If they were at the parade, they might have seen something. Or ask a police officer. Anyway, I want to catch the rest of tonight's festivities, so I'd better run. Well, casually saunter at least. Spontaneous combustion? Turning people into horses? Bizarre. That sounds a bit hard to swallow. We'll need more information before passing this on to the professor. This young lady certainly looks excited. Maybe she saw something. Excuse me? That's a face. Oh, hello. Can I help you? I'm trying to gather details about the recent events. Have you witnessed anything strange around here lately? You mean the masked gentleman? He's fantastic. What she looked like in 3D. Doesn't look much different. I've never seen anything like him. Did you see the spontaneous combustion incident? No, I was so upset I missed it. I ran all the way across town to see it, but I was too late. But it was absolutely breathtaking. The event of the year, and performed with an exquisite, sophisticated grace. So you've seen the masked gentleman? Not actually in person, no. But that's the thing about great artists. You don't need to actually see them to feel them. Oh, can you hear that? People are frolicking. Maybe the masked gentleman will make an appearance tonight. Of course. Thanks for your help. Better go find the professor and Luke. Maybe they have a better idea what's really going on here. She totally is. Let's save again. Save the completion of those. So I'm really curious if can I access that secret door already, or do I have to beat the game to access the secret door? Let's go with the password from the previous game. Top secret. The hidden door. Password like Spectre. Alright. Alright, give me a second. Where did I put my phone? Alright, let's see. Photos. Here it is. 8. F3. H. F. S. 2K. Hello there, it's Luke. I'm sure you all know me as Professor Layton's apprentice. Perhaps you remember the adventure we went through in my hometown, Miss Tallery. I'm glad we had a chance to meet again. Thanks to the professor, Miss Tallery is now very well known. Miss Tallery will always be very special to me. Because it was my very first time I got to work with Professor Layton. Professor and I first met when I was still very little, so I don't remember all that. As I grew up, I heard many stories about the Professor. He and my father were old schoolmates. When Miss Hallory became threatened, I had the idea to contact Professor Layton. It hit it off right from the start. It was like we were destined to be teacher and pupil. Oh, really now? That's not quite the way I remember our first meeting. Oh, Emmy, I didn't see you come in. When I first met you, you were a very shy and reclusive little boy. It's not true. Maybe I was a bit standoffish, but I had good reason to be. Hehe. Yes, Luke, I was just teasing you. Well, I would appreciate if you wouldn't interrupt me while I'm speaking here. Oh, my apologies, Luke. Why don't you go and introduce me too? It would be my pleasure. Solve the puzzle. This is Emmy. She has a funny sounding last name. Do you know what it is? Oh. It's Atlava. Ottawa. Yeah. That is correct. Emmy Atlava is her full name. She claims to be the professor's assistant. I don't claim to be, Luke. I was officially appointed by Dean Dalmona. Dean Dalmona? Really? He's the head of Grayson Heller University, isn't he? Certainly is. Why are you acting so defensive, Emmy? Don't let her downplay you. I know, right? I'm not acting defensive. How about another question for our audience? Do you know what Luke's last name is? Of course they do. Triton. That's it. I'm Luke Triton, Professor's apprentice. It's been helping the professor ever since we solved the Miss Hallory case. If it hadn't been for that, I'd never admit you're the professor. There sure were some strange things happening in Miss Hallory. Is that the Spectre ruining homes? I think that's what it was. That's absolutely right. A town cursed by a spectre. I'd never seen anything quite like it. I was born in London, but I grew up in Miss Hallory. It was terrible seeing so many houses damaged. Yeah, I know, right? Just imagine. Especially with that many, like, different series, and they show up and say, hey, it's that person from that game. Legend of the Spectre was a cunning front for a terrifying conspiracy and a very sad tale. I thought the professor solved the mystery as well. Well, one mystery remained. Oh, you mean that mysterious man? What's this? Me, mysterious? I recognize that voice a mile away. Hardly what I'd call mysterious. Like Grosky of the Yard, I'm feeling poorly informed. What's happening here? Welcome, Inspector Grosky. We were just talking with the audience here. How about the inspector? Do you know what his first name is? What's this? You need a permit to break the fourth wall like this. Hehe. We'll file the proper papers later, Inspector. God. I don't know. Like, probably Grip? I don't know. Grip, Trunk, or Clamp. I don't think I've ever heard his first name. I wonder if it's in the manual. Clamp Truss. I should ask the Grosquettes. These are characters thing. Clamp for manga. No, there's no characters in the other. Well, there is. Just yeah, they do have Luke Triton, Elmi Altava, and Professor Layton, but they don't have Clamp, Grip, or Trunk. I mean, Trunk and Clamp probably is the one that makes the most sense. I don't know. That's the one. Apparently it is. Clamp. What a weird ass first name. Clamp Grosky. That's right. Thanks, Mother. Inspector Grosky is one of the Scotland Yard's most decorated investigators. Clamp is the studio behind Ray Earth. Still a weird ass name. Aha, well said and true. Except that remarkable number of cases he's been assigned to. Well, Luke, many of them were solved by the professor, weren't they? Haha. Oh, you kids. Well, it's been fun, but I can't stay to chat. I smell a case brewing. Frosky out. Well, I mean, none of the ones made sense, so... Ugh. You picked up quite a death storm. Get sidetracked with Grosky around. What are we talking about? Mysterious man. Escalade. What do you think he's after? I haven't had the foggiest, Luke. All we know is that he seems to know the professor. There's something really suspicious about him. Not trustworthy at all. Yes, well, he's a villain, so definitely not someone to trust. Is suspicion being cast without me? Professor! Luke was just noting that Descalé should never be trusted. I suppose I can't disagree with that statement. I just found it to be rather obvious. Professor, do you have any idea what Descalé was up to? I can't say I do, Luke. But I'm quite certain we'll be seeing him again. That's what I'm worried about. I can surmise he's after something related to archaeological research. Yes, but what could his final goal be? Well, we'll take things as they come. Be sure to rear his head again soon. Right as always, Professor. Clamp magazine? Clamp magazine sounds like some sort of bondage magazine. Clamp and Whips magazine. You're looking bright-eyed and bushy-tailed all of a sudden, Luke. Of course, the professor's apprentice must always be alert and well-rested. Puzzle solved! Oh, and before I forget, let's check the final scores of the quiz. You got every answer right! I think he'll be a match for the professor himself. Is he pointing his finger at me? He is. We put it at 3D. Are you all set, Luke? Hey, Bogo. We did. It's vacation time, so that means it's Laytonology time. Ready when you are, Professor. I remember to lock the door when you leave. As for the Lex Spectre, we already used the password here. It says secret episode 1, so that implies there's going to be more secret episodes. Share the password in the 6th game of the series. I don't have the password in the 6th game of the series. So that's probably secret episode number 2. I'll have to get to the 6th game before we do that. Hey, do we have any of the daily puzzles? No. You connoisseur of rare and delectable puzzles have been granted your wish. In the name of the beautiful and clairvoyant nanograms, look no further. Within these sacrosanct halls of the rarest of the puzzles, I traverse the world to collect these puzzles. What's more, I have one for each day of the year, and it's 365 puzzles, which are no longer available, thanks Nintendo. But if you want to get your eager little hands on them, you'll have to do as I say. Touch the download icon on the touchscreen. Go on, do it now, touch download. But it doesn't work, the servers are shut down. No more puzzles for us. I'll have to see this. I'll have to see if there's a way of, like, getting them again. It's probably some sort of third-party thing that'll let you download them. Some sort of third-party server. I know there was for, like, the previous the DS games, but I don't know if there's anything similar to that for the 3DS. Yeah. There's like 365 extra puzzles we could have done. The game's like, no. No extra puzzles for you. And only 364 of them would have been sliding puzzles. Freaking Nintendo. On their arrival in Monte D'Or, Luke and Emmy and the professor witness one masked gentleman's dark miracles. After their pursuit of the masked gentleman comes up empty, they head to the estate of Angela Lador. Like, the worst part is I had them, but I deleted my saves, so they were probably tied to the saves, so they all got removed as soon as I deleted those saves. No, I definitely I tried downloading them, and I mean the servers are shut down anyways. So I'm pretty sure if I hit download, it's just gonna loop around forever. Because I'm sure I tested this with just like before I removed my saves. Like it would just like download forever or whatever. So he goes like halfway and then it just like stops. So either the servers are like offline now, or because like the Nintendo shut down the eShop stuff. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure it's gone. It's gone for good. Go download the Dragon Quest 9 post game. Yeah. Incorrect Wi-Fi type. I mean for Dragon Quest 9 DS. Yeah, the DS you have to. I mean, usually for anything on the DS, I have to like hook up to my phone because yeah, it's not compatible with any like modern routers because of the security type. The 3DS is compatible, but yeah, it just stays here. It just stays at downloading and doesn't download anything, which is unfortunate. Gone for good. I'm pretty sure like if I do a quick search. So let's see, Miracle Mask Daily Puzzle. Yeah, like 2 years ago was like the last. Try myself telling on the puzzles should still be possible. Level 5 servers are separate, but then there's like they're definitely like this post. Let's see. Preserve the free DLC for the 3DS titles. Uh, do, 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 do. Get 365 titles. Yeah, so I guess there's some saves you can download, which will have like the stuff in them or whatever. Yeah, so I'll have to look. I'll have to look afterwards and download those extra saves, I guess. There's definitely no. I think that's the one I was looking at. There's a link to like another Reddit post where like somebody like backed them up. Yeah, it's definitely not downloading anyways. So you need to set the date on the system back. Oops. Give me a second. Data management 3DS, extra data pressing. You see one block used, delete this. Go to the main settings, time and date, September 21st, 2015. I can try it. So if it doesn't like. I'm gonna like stop the capture for a second just in case it like somehow like somehow dox myself. Let's see, data management, yeah, 3DS, extra data, Professor Layton. Or should I just delete my save? One block, delete this. Okay. Okay, set date and time. September 21st. February 21st, 2015. Let's see if this works. Yeah, I mean that's worst case scenario. I'll just do that after I beat the game. All right. Let's see if we get those. Not that I need another 365 puzzles to go after I beat the game, but if they're there, might as well. Didn't seem to ruin my save, luckily, because I don't just have a new game. Daily puzzle. Download. So if it goes past the halfway point. I'm figuring the servers are just down, like they're probably gone now. This was like a year ago, right? Because I think Nintendo shut down the 3DS stuff like about a year ago, so I'm thinking this is probably like before they shut down their servers. So well. You get worked for Azure Legacy. Changing my primary DNS to network settings. Instead of this, managed to download them. Yeah, try a different DNS. Let me try that. That one I'm definitely gonna cancel my my capture there because I'm gonna open up my. All right, give me a second to try this. Those mentions Azure Legacy, but I'm gonna see if it like does the same thing with this. Yeah, it's one thing like obviously the games and stuff are pretty much preserved, but like the extra DLC for games, that's where that's stuff that doesn't get preserved, right? There's probably like other ways of doing it, but it's like DNS. No. Detailed setup. All right. 167. .235.229.36. Let's see if this DNS thing works. Yeah. The big question is, maybe it is on the cart. Maybe it's just on the cart, but you need to download the the thing that just says yes, you know, you can access the stuff. Mission successful. All right, just try this real quick. The kid, you biked 9 kilometers at the gas station. Wi-Fi for some Pokemon events on DS. All right, if this doesn't work, then whatever. We just have to. So I'll try to download those extra save files. Luckily, I have a modded 3DS. I can easily I can inject save files into the cart. That's how I had to delete my my saves. Because like most 3DS games, the saves are like locked unless there's a thing built into the game to delete those saves. You can't delete them. But you know, if you have modded 3DS, you could just go into the cart and it's like, all right, remove these folders, and boom, your saves are like deleted or corrupted or whatever to the point where it has to recreate them. Did a puzzle. Let's see if this works. Come on, download. Always gets to the halfway point and it's just like, yeah. We're sure they're gone. And who knows that DNS thing? Oh. Oh. Yes. DNS thing worked. 365 puzzles. Jesus. All right. Now we got a whole lot of puzzles. All right, we'll do those at the end. Hooray! More puzzles. There's a lot of puzzles. Jesus. Yeah, all sliders. Well, it looks like there's different categories there. That's awesome. All right, oh, there you go. So they're still available. I guess. So I guess that DNS probably has like there's some private servers. I'm assuming that it routes it to that actually has that DLC on it. Since obviously Nintendo shut down their servers, so hooray for fan preservation. Thank you, whoever put those servers together. Should have paused the timer while I was doing that, but whatever. Alright. Shops are packed with customers. It's so busy in there, couldn't squeeze through the door. I wish they had some shops that interested me. Is it the Mask's curse? Curses, Luke, honestly. Masks man, motives are unclear. Bling! Wow, it's so vast, I feel a little lost. It's so bright, it doesn't feel like outside. It's enormous up close. I'd love to climb it all the way to the top. Bling! There's an odd noise coming from this place. I just love their karaoke, Luke. Puzzle from the shop seems to spill out into the streets. Can we get a number 3 bling? Bling! Here we go. It's usually like 3 hint coins. Sometimes there's hidden things as well, but... 4! That's not allowed. I'm not supposed to have 4 hint coins. I'm wondering if I missed one in the previous area then. "3D mode activated." Womp. So you can see the 3D-ness of the thing if I move the slider. This parade float's much bigger than it seemed earlier. Doesn't look like it'll be floating again anytime soon. Well, you guys don't see the 3D, like you'll see the background sliding like as I activate the slider, like from, you know, lowest to, you can kind of see things just like tilt a bit. Because it's only when my capture card is capturing basically like one stream of the 3D. So that's why it's like it does that. But yeah, you're not gonna be able to capture the 3D thing. I wonder if there is a 3D capture thing that would actually capture like both eyes, so you could like actually combine it into like if you had like a 3D monitor, it would actually show both. I don't know why the hell you'd want to do that, but I doubt there's any capture card that would bother doing that, because, I mean, they're expensive enough as it is. Trying to have two streams of video there must have deflated at some point during the commotion. You hear that? Is somebody crying? I hear it now, too. It's coming from the float. Wait, it's not the clown that's crying, is it? The sheer amount of people using 3D monitors, I know, right? Well, there's that PlayStation one. The 3DS emulator has stereoscopic options. Yeah. I mean, at that point, you'd definitely be emulating instead of capturing. That'd be way better. Certainly hope not, Luke. There'll be a cause for some concern. Let's take a closer look at that float. Unforgettable shot. I must take a picture. Despite having a large city, it's absolutely nothing like Layton. Just one long straight road. I can see right to the end. Right, puzzle number 2. Only took us an hour to get to the second puzzle, mainly because of that troubleshooting there. Are you alright, little girl? There's a girl who was crying. Phew, thank goodness. Thank goodness yourself, Shorty. Well, she doesn't appear to be too broken up. What's the matter, dear? I can't. These are words, sweetie. You don't understand if you keep crying. I think she might be lost, Emmy. Let's help this little one find her way. Leave it to me, Professor. Hey there, kiddo. Are you lost? Where are your parents? Who are you calling kiddo? Oh, my mommy. Wah. Puzzle 2. Where's mother? My mommy has red hair and a pink purse with a bear on it. The women below were overheard saying, "Look how stylish everyone is today." Hold on, this isn't my purse. I'm actually a man. My purse is a blue one. This bag isn't mine. It has the wrong pattern. Which is the girl's mother. Alright, so she has a red hair and a pink purse with the size on the touchscreen. Move the finger icon on the touchscreen. When the size turns orange, you can tap the touchscreen and mark as your answer. Whoop. The bigger DS. That's a 3DS. That's the one we want. Here we go. Okay, so... So we have... Wait, can we get back the clues they were saying? Where's the... Here it is. Okay, so E says Bag as in Mine has the wrong pattern. So the fact that E means it's the wrong pattern means that clearly she wouldn't have the pink purse with a pattern if she was the wrong bag, because it has to be a bear, right? So we know that it's not E. And it also implies that there's probably... So the purses might be mixed up. A, look how stylish everyone is today. I mean, A doesn't have red hair, so... So obviously it's not A. And C says I'm actually a man, so it's clearly not... It's not C. So we're looking at B and D. My purse is a blue one, so obviously she's got B's purse. Well, she might have E's purse. So E's got the wrong pattern, so most likely E has B's purse. And D is supposed to have the blue one, so most likely D has E's purse, and D's purse belongs to B, so most likely it's B. DNS server is WeLink. Oh, there you go. I guess that's the one that, like, works. Does everybody nod? Maybe the mime. Are you the mother?
I
Let's go into
thought
tail.
about it, and
Huzzah!
I did it!
I love how everybody has, like, everybody else's purses. Where did they mix up all their purses? It's in the bag. The correct answer is B. Thank goodness the little girl found her mother. You found her. Thanks, Shorty. There you are, Cookie. You had me worried sick. Thank you, young man. Just doing my duty as a gentleman. Haha, a gentleman? That's rich. I mean, thanks for helping me, kind sir. You're my hero. Hehe. She called me her hero. I like that. Are they? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess if I switch to, like, it's probably because I switched to the DS and messed everything up. Give me a second here. If I go to... If I go to this... Then go back to it. Should fix it up. There we go. I don't know if I go between both, if it like messes it up if I do this. Let's see. This seems to be fine. Speedrunning it. Speedrunning Layton? No, I would never do that. I'm missing on so much Layton content. Yeah, I can't wait till they release the new one. I just had to do some like troubleshooting to get the 365 downloads there. It's a lot of fun trying to... It's interesting those are still available in some form, though. I think she likes you, Luke. Haha, I'm inclined to agree, Emmy. That was nothing. Any hero would have done the same. I guess this game would be a speedrunner. There definitely would be speedrunners that would play this thing. That'd be kind of boring speedrunning it. You know the answers to all the puzzles at that point. You're just like trying to go through it fast. That's not as fun. Indeed. Well, now let's make our way to Layton State. Should be just up the road here. Yeah, this is the very, very low, very, very slow series I've been doing. This channel's main thing is RPGs. I do RPG Quest, which I've been doing for like last 10 years. Just kind of threw a few of these every once in a while. Well, I have played this a long time ago. I don't know if I have ever beat it. I must have, but I don't remember much about it at this point, so it's a relatively fresh playthrough. Haven't played it since it was new. So the puzzles are definitely fresh. Zoom out. Alright. Guess we're moving on somewhere. Let's make a save. I had to delete all my old saves. Speedruns this kind of game, yeah. Any game where it's just like, I mean, you have a specific path, you have to do things as fast as possible, would be like, eh. It's not like an RPG where you would have some RNG that you can like change things around. Although some games you can definitely manipulate that as hard as you can. There's a policeman over there. Perhaps we should see if he's seen anything strange. Good idea, Luke. Let's see if we can help. Is it Grosky? It's not Grosky. Get some hint coins. Must find all the hint coins. The sky is filled with lights even at night. Yes, I admire how the colors seem to melt into each other. It's beautiful and a little eerie. Hint coins. It's hard to do. I'm using the stylus to move the thing, but I'm like looking at the capture. It just makes it like 3 hint coins. Must get all the hint coins. Oh, hint coin? No, it's not a hint coin. Okay. Why did it? I must have hit the back of the stage thing. It's so normal about the series. It's perfectly normal. And it sucks we haven't had a Layton game in like forever. I don't think I've touched the last entry, the Trell or whatever the hell his niece is supposed to be. I've never touched that one, so that one will be interesting once we get to that one in like many vacations from now. I wonder if they will allow photography in the museum. It's a shame the museum is closed now. The Disco League cosplay? Nice. Tourists come from all over to visit the museum. I'm sure nobody knows who it is. Well, like that one person be like, "Oh my God, it's from Layton." We have reports of another sighting of the masked gentleman. Do you know anything about this? Yeah, I hear it's pretty rough. Hopefully the new one, if that ever comes out, is going to be like back to, you know, what we remember with the Layton games. I imagine it would be. Yeah, those are the settings if you're suffering from stream latency. How's it going, Manic? Yeah, the Layton games are very cozy. It's a very good way of encapsulating all these puzzles. I mean, you can get like you can just download some mobile games nowadays. They'll have these puzzles, but you don't get that like just the coziness of the setting and everything and the characters and that. It wasn't good, but it must have been good. They released it twice on the 3DS and the Switch. I'm already too late. Curses. I'm always too late. Always double curses. It'll be fun once we get to the Professor Layton and Phoenix Wright crossover. That one's going to be a fun one. Hear about the statements about AI? Yeah, for level 5. Yeah, let's hope they don't do some AI bullshit for the new game. Everything in our power. Yet he continues to elude our grasp. How does he do it? Nice weather today, eh? Investigate the incident at the museum that came up empty there. Yes, I hear something about some of the paintings coming to life. What is this? I'm sorry, Professor. In all the chaos, I forgot to mention what I heard about this very strange incident. People jumped right out of the paintings that were on display. Sure had us in a pickle. Still does. Pickles. Removed every last painting just to be safe. No problems with the art since there since. Yeah. Let's hope not. So that's why the museum is closed. Well, it doesn't make much sense to keep an empty museum open, does it? Shame. It's located right in the heart of town. The Eternal Diva Blu-ray? Yeah, I don't think I've seen the Blu-ray one. In Disney cosplay, can't remember all of them. You got in called George Washington, a pirate, Benjamin Franklin, one of the founding fathers. That's awesome. I'm a bit surprised that a city as new as Monte D'Or wouldn't have even a museum. I can't imagine that transporting valuable pieces of art all the way here would be an easy task. You definitely learn to appreciate art when you're out in the middle of nowhere. Yes, I wonder why the masked gentleman would have choose to appear somewhere so remote. Why here, with that mask? Let's continue onward to Layton State, Professor. I believe we'd take a right here at the crossroads. Do you have a puzzle for me? The clown's back, though. So glad to see you folks weren't turned to stone. Makes less for us to clean up. We're good at cleaning up part, no problem. Please be careful, officer. Remember, these statues are once people like you and me. Or just throw them in the trash. Our second puzzle, 1 hour into the game. Although, a good chunk of that was just trying to figure out how to download those 365 puzzles. More busy work. Dale stumbled, put up the posters. I'm so lucky that I don't have anything better to do with my time. Oh, excuse me. Someday I'll have an actual stuff to do, and then I'll... don't sneak up on me like that. Please. Layton Brothers Mystery Room? Yeah. I'll have to find a way of streaming that. I'm sure there's an emulator I can download. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to frighten you. I'll help you pick up your posters. Oh no, that's fine. They're all strewn about everywhere. I'll just pick them all up and... Oh my. The posters are all mixed up now. I was putting up some replacements that need to match my originals exactly. Some of the posters are different from one another. Perhaps I could use your help. Yeah, I guess they're the HDified. The 3DS one looks great on the 3DS, but yeah, once you blow it up with the capture there, it's not quite as sharp. Stumbles banners. Someone was putting up posters in the plaza one evening and received a terrible fright and dropped all of his posters. Can you help him find the poster that matches the one visible on the top screen? Put the posters on the touchscreen, zoom in on them. Rotate the poster on the pole by moving it or moving the hand icon. Rotate the poster on the top screen by sliding the hand icon. Right. Oh god. We can't just like move it instead of just like, let's just turn the thing constantly. Alright, so he's got like... Alright, they all have the same number of balloons there. Let's see, can we like zoom into these things? Okay. So, what's the differences between these? Trying to see if there's like any changes in the balloons. Looks like they all have the same number of balloons. It's not the balloons that are any different. Okay, the tail on the big dude is different between those two. So these two have the same tail, and this one doesn't. So 100% it's gonna have that like straight tail. Yeah, so it's either C or B. Stop rotating. Alright, what's the difference between these two? Better if I zoom into it. There we go. Okay, it's the hat on the dude on the left side there. So on A and B doesn't have the top hat, and the C he has that top hat, so it's 100% going to be B, because B is the only one that matches like A and C. So let's take a look. Does he have a top hat? He does not. So it is good. It is B. Alright, Neptune. You have a fantastic day at work. Yeah, I'm on vacation this week, so that's why I'm doing this.
This is how it's done.
Thanks, Emmy.
All in a day's work.
Yeah, they really need to put the other games on the Switch too. Especially since they're available on mobile. Like, it wouldn't be hard for them. Well, I guess it would be, because the mobile ones, I'm assuming, are designed to be played vertically, right? With like the half the screen being the top screen and the bottom screen being like the puzzle stuff. So how would you really do that on the Switch too easily, right? Unless you're like using the Switch 2 in handheld mode, but I'd be very surprised if they would release like handheld required games. And he puts her hand on her face. You don't see any line separation. Yeah. A, the tail of the large crown balloon is different. And C, the trumpetier's hat is different shape. But really, if the differences are that small, is anyone going to notice they're not the same? Exactly. Stumbles banners. Wow, you're really smart. Thank you. You should come to our circus sometimes. We have a great show with animals jumping through flames and hoops and everything. Oh my, it does sound fun. We don't turn our animals to stone or anything, however, it's still very exciting. It's odd. Even with these strange incidents happening around town, our circus is more popular than ever. Can we go to the circus, Professor? That would be a splendid way to treat ourselves once we've solved this case. Of course. That's what I meant. Or Luke. Wish that masked gentleman would at least make himself useful. Still have all these posters to put up. I didn't notice it was that puzzle 2. I'm assuming that was puzzle 2. Oh, that was puzzle 3. Oh yeah, Where's Mother was puzzle 3 too. It's a hell of a nose on that guy. Ladora Estate should be down the street, just past this quaint shop here. It's so nice to finally find a peaceful area in this town. Does it say handheld? 8 rows held? I don't know. Closed. We'll have to wait till morning then. I suspect the staff wants to take part in the carnival too. The man has a beak. Hammerhead Shark would be jealous. Bitcoin. Puzzle. Whoever designed this toy car was no amateur. It's beautifully handcrafted. Toy cars are alright, but I much prefer cuddly cars. Can't really hug a car. Or cuddly toys. I do like car puzzles, though. Do you know any, Professor? Hold on, Luke. I've got a puzzle I've been waiting to give you. Car puzzles. Puzzle 4. Photograph shown above was taken while a group of friends were driving bumper cars. The person who took the photo was driving a white bumper car when facing forward. Where was she sitting when she took the photo? Circle the correct white bumper car. Alright. No. Okay, so... it's not... Memo. It's not this one, because we'd see a... We have a red car here and then a green car, but then we'd see a yellow car here, so it's not that. This one, same thing. We'd have blue here. The blue one would be... Actually, would the blue be visible? The yellow's over here, so potentially... The blue's like maybe out of sight. So potentially this one. Definitely not this one here, because there's no yellow car. There's one all the way over here, but it's pretty far. And definitely... was it this one? No, definitely not this one, because the blue car right in front of it. So, this one here... But, no, if it was this one, we'd see a blue car, so it's definitely not that. And then we have this one here, which would match all of these. So yeah, it's this one.
How's this for an answer?
Hooray!
I did it, Professor!
I mean, it could have been that other car, because if, like, depends on the focal range of that camera. It could have been, maybe the blue one was, like, out of range. The bumper car circled above. Not a bad photo, eh? Now decide where it goes on the wall. Done. Your puzzle skills just need a spark to ignite them. As a professor's apprentice, I vowed to never avoid an incoming challenge. I'm glad to have such driven fears. I always had a fondness for toy cars as a child. I bet Luke could fit in there. What do you think, Professor? Even if I could, I'm not doing it for you, Emmy. Hint coin. Should still be at least one more hint coin somewhere. I think. We only got 2 so far. It's always at least 3, sometimes 4, for some unknown reason. Nope. If that's considered part of the man there. Look at these, Luke. Aren't they cute? Oops. Cuddly toys are meant to be cute. What can I say? It's a novel design. Another puzzle. I got bears, I got trucks, dolls, robots, everything. You guys want it? You guys got it. Oh, wow. These toys sure are cute. Which would you say is your favorite, Luke? I guess the bear is kind of nice. But we're still into those kind of things. I knew you'd like the cuddly one. I like that robot myself. Excuse me, sir. Oh my god, dollhouses, little tea settings. It's all very What? Is there something in my teeth? A goddess! My goddess fell from the sky and landed outside my shop! Where? I've been saving this puzzle for a woman with chestnut hair and an acorn face. Please take a look. I read that chest to something else there. It's a robot factory. Looks like the robot from Rhythm Heaven. Look at his size, I know, right? The robot comes in 4 parts: head, body, arms, and legs. Put these parts together. You just put the parts into one of the 4 yellow boxes and flip the switch. Fortunately, it's unclear which order they'll be assembled in or how they'll be arranged. Put the robot together correctly. You can rotate the parts as well as move them. Alright. So robot parts in the touchscreen. Touch the edges of the robot parts. Use your stylus and rotate them. So the parts have been placed in the boxes. Touch submit. The parts will follow a certain pattern. Assemble the robot. Figure out the pattern correctly. I'm assuming you don't have just one chance to do this because you have no idea what the pattern is going to be. So let's just do this part first. Just to... Hopefully it doesn't just like instantly do it. Alright, so we want the legs. I don't know which one ended up being the legs. So the first one was the... Oops. What was this one here? What was the second part? I already forget. One of them was sideways. I think it might have been like this one here, but it was like sideways or something. Wait, it's not legs. Okay, so that wasn't the right... I'm assuming the order. So we want this one over here. So this one was right. Alright, so we need both the head and the arms rotated. It was like this, we need to rotate this way. Yep. Almost right. It's hard to tell what direction the head was. It was like off screen.
I'm going for it.
0 pick-a-rats. You took too many attempts.
Well, that's that.
Now the toy robot is fully assembled and ready to be played with. Looks like he wants to murder me. Stunning. Brains that match the beauty. I would never insult a goddess by charging for my wares. Allow me to offer this robot to you as a gift. Please take him on your adventures. He is a brave one. He is humble, loyal, and a bit of a romantic as well. Will not take no for an answer. Wow. I'm speechless. Thank you. Robot minigame. Robits. In my minigames. Got a new stage for your toy robot. Abandoned lab. Great for minigames. Guy just gave you a toy robot. Robot has been added to the professor's trunk. Guide the robot to the goal at the end of each level. Realize you must go. Just know that when the stone skips across the pond, she'll always ripple through my heart. Well, this was weird but sweet. Thank you for the robot. Of course, if you return, please grace my shop with your presence. I'm just a servant to your masterful beauty. Oh, my sweet goddess, just seeing you fills my body with dance. What a creep. Robot. Get your toy robot around the hazardous course to reach the goal. Press the yellow arrows to make the robot move up, down, left, or right. Robot moves 3 steps at a time. You can't stop it once it gets going. Nor can you make your robot change its direction mid-stride, so if it hits a wall, does it, like, stop? However, if the robot bumps into a wall or block, it'll stop in its tracks. Okay, that's good. Some stages include conveyor belts. They look like they're not in operation, but if your robot lands on a belt... Whee! So activate the conveyor belt and your robot will get carried along the path. Weird bifurcated, rated junk in your pants. It's an enemy mouse. Its deadly foe only moves when your robot does. Tell your robot bumped into one of these. If that happens, it's all over. At least they show us the path they take on the map there. Oh no, the robot is trapped. Or is it? Might as well move it exactly the same moment as the robot, so it's okay. Now take a look at the gauge on the right hand side of the touchscreen. It decreases every time the robot moves. Your robot can move up to 30 times. Or the golden wind-up key to power up your robot. Let's try it and see. This doesn't look like you need to land exactly on the key. No robot will smash anything in its path. Only a solid wall can stop it. Red panel's your goal. Oops, I passed the goal. Okay, it's the goal you have to land on. With the stage, the robot must land on the goal. So you can find a way to make the robot move the necessary number of steps. And that is it. Not part of this journey, but your robot got there in the end. Hooray! Next map. You'll unlock more stages as you progress the main game. If you clear every stage, you'll get something fun as a prize. More puzzles. Probably more puzzles. It's always more puzzles. Alright. Only go one direction we can go. We can't go right or else we're just gonna die. Yeah, that tutorial one is just auto. Oh god. Oh god. R.I.P. I'm assuming I want to land on that key, so... On this side, though. Finished. That's totally the most efficient way of doing it, I swear. Should do like a couple of the those 365 puzzles every once in a while. That's a lot of fucking puzzles. I'm assuming each of these are categories. Which one's the worst category? Is there anything that looks like a slider? I mean, not particularly. Maybe that second one. So many puzzles. I'm assuming that's the difficulty level. Let's start with an easy one. Lunch, holidays, shopping. The mind is filled with thoughts, but by combining 4 different thoughts together, you can wash your worries away and live a stress-free life. Puzzle 2. Wasn't even the first puzzle. Touch screen, touch a block to select it, and touch it again to deselect it. Look for sets of adjacent blocks that have a different picture. Select all 4 blocks to remove the set. Any blocks above it, above the ones you remove, will fall down. You can clear all the blocks to win. That sounds like it's gonna be awful. So I can do like something like this. Yeah, I screwed up because hooray.
Well, here goes.
I could see the
That's it,
hardest
Emmy.
versions of these ones being awful. And the beautiful nanograms. I see you sold one of my darlings. Not bad at all. You get some furniture every time you sell one? Allow me to give you an item of furniture. Well, it's a start, but you're going to need a bit of decor. A lot, in fact. I don't think I can just swap furniture in and out willy-nilly. You know how much work that takes. Let's give it some thought first. You got like a normal couch or something that looks like a bench. We'll go for the bench. Furniture you ordered should turn up at your doorstep. She'll give you another fine reward after you solve a few more puzzles. Look at the time. My poor tears will be starving. Toodaloo! Can we, like, move these around, or is it just all preset? Assuming this is puzzle 1. The Alchemist's Lair. In a dank, abandoned basement, a group of alchemists study to this day, experimenting with chemicals of various colors, all in the hope of turning lead to gold. Touch a flask and slide to another flask in a direct horizontal or vertical line to connect the 2 flasks to the tube. Okay, so I'm assuming it's the number of flasks to have to, or a number of tubes that have to come out of it. It's one of those islands and bridges puzzles. You can't cross, obviously. Use 2 tubes to connect a pair of flasks. No tubes can cross each other. Touch a tube to remove it. Or flasks tells you how many tubes you need. Yeah. Standard. All flasks turn blue and are connected by glass tubes. Right, well, I mean, this one has to go with this one. I mean, there's no choice. Sounds like it's about to explode there. So you can only have 2 at the most on each one.
I
We
believe
made
I
gold.
have this one. Solving puzzles is truly a pleasure.
Gold. So you just mark them as like as good puzzles or not. This is one. Ghouls and guards. This gloomy castle has been besieged by ghosts. Use the magical mirrors to vanquish them with the light of justice. How does it work, you ask? Well, might is right. Sounds like a laser style puzzle. Not sure. Place mirrors reflect the light beams and help the knights banish the ghosts. You can only banish ghosts using a beam of the same color. The number on each ghost tells you exactly how many times you need to reflect the corresponding beam. You can't place more than one mirror per quadrant. Each quadrant must contain one mirror. Touch the mirrors to rotate them or move them. Alright. First one is easy, but later ones I can see that being a real pain in the ass.
Please, allow me.
Gotta bounce something like 20 times to get to a ghost or something.
Leave it to me, Professor.
Boop, 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 boop. Big block box. Playtime's over and everyone has a lot of fun. Now it's time to tidy up. Putting all the blocks away may seem like a chore at first, but it's all satisfying to put them all in place. God, I hope this isn't a sliding puzzle. If this sliding puzzles, a lot of them. I really hope none of these are sliding puzzles. So this is one where you just put the blocks and make them all fit. Can definitely get tricky. Those wooden blocks on the right touchscreen, fill one frame on the left. Parts of one frame containing colored symbol can only be filled with blocks of that color. Right. Can I place matching blocks next to each other? Well, it's gonna get complicated. Alright. Have to submit. It's not an automatic.
Just
like,
a dash
do
of
it when
puzzle
you
solving
do it.
there. A fine puzzle for a gentleman.
For the later ones, are gonna get a lot tougher. So many puzzles. Pen pals. Over the hills and far away, the animals come out to play. Give them a nice pen to play in. Make sure they all have enough space to move around. One of those where you just have to like section off parts of the stuff. Make sure like the zebras aren't with the lions, that kind of thing. Maybe. No. Square patch areas of turf contain a small section of fence. Touch all to rotate at 90 degrees. Fence and all. Clear the panels to connect sections of the fence. Solve the puzzle by joining all the sections to a single continuous enclosure. Alright. Giraffes.
How's this for an answer?
Carcassonne.
I'm ready
Like-
for more.
Not familiar with that one, but I'm sure all these puzzles are ones that are kind of. There's a lot of common variants out there. Haven't seen any sliding puzzles yet, thankfully. With the hills and far away the animals. Wait, I just did that one. Okay, so I did the top row. Food chain. These carrots are delicious. They stretch as far as the eye can see. If I eat all of these, I'll be bouncing off the burrows. Yippee! Tabletop game? Got it. Touch the carrots to choose whether where the rabbit starts. Carrots in horizontal and vertical lines from that point will be highlighted. If you touch any highlighted carrot, the carrot or the rabbit will move to it, eating any other carrots it passes on the way. After the first move, the wolf will appear behind the rabbit and follow it. The rabbit is blocked by him going backwards now. Leave the rabbit around the field so you can munch all the carrots without getting eaten up himself. Alright, so start off with like something like this. If I do... It's not gonna work. Yeah, I can't do this because then the wolf would be in my way. The wolf's gotta eat some carrot.
This is how it's done. All in a day's work.
Hooray! It's an emancipated wolf. Poor wolf. I can definitely see some of those ones getting tricky in later versions. Bewitching Night. As the neighborhood witch, I take my duties seriously. It's up to me to keep the streets nice and bright without breaking the bank. It's one of those where you just put down, like, lights at certain intersections, you have to light up the entire streets kind of thing. It's a common puzzle. Neighborhood witch illuminate the town. Streetlights are firmly planted, and moving them is beyond her power. Touch a light to flick it on. Light will fall in straight horizontal line, vertical lines until blocked by an obstacle. Does that include other lights? Doesn't look like it. After choosing which lights to turn on, touch submit to see if your solution works. Look out for anything that you need to fix. There are a couple of rules you must follow. Streetlights must not shine in any light that is already lit. Affected lights will overheat and turn orange. They're badly designed. Additionally, the budget is very tight, so make sure you use the fewest possible lights. Okay, well, only this one lights up. Wait, it just doesn't show which thing it lights up. That's annoying. It's annoying that you have to you basically have to memo the stuff instead of it just showing you what is what is lit up, right? So we got, let's see. We need this one here in order to light up that spot here. So if we just use this one here, then it lights up that spot, but it won't light up this spot, so... Yeah, so you pretty much have to use both this one and this one. I'm really not a fan of the fact that it doesn't actually light up the spots, that it shines.
Don't keep me in suspense. There is no puzzle without a solution.
Beneath the facade of peace, a vicious struggle for power threatens the very foundation of our country. I beseech you, aid us by dividing our fiefs into their respective areas. Alright, this is gonna be one of those fence-in, specific areas kind of things. Assuming the number is how many plots of land it gets. Several wealthy lords share an area of land. The number of the castles indicate how many squares of territory each one owns. Slide the stylus on the board to create a rectangular frame. Use this frame to build walls around each castle in its territory. The amount of territory contained in the frame matches the number in the castle. The frame will turn blue. Too many squares, and the frame will turn red. So I'm assuming these have to be rectangles, not Can't just do like weird shapes. Territory cannot belong to more than one castle. Draw frames to divide up the land so every lord has the correct amount of territory. Alright, so clearly the 9 is going to be this one. Nothing else is going to reach this spot other than the 2, so... an 8 and then 6.
How's this for an answer? I'm ready for more.
So that one is not going to be too bad, I don't think. I've played a lot of those puzzles that are like very similar to this. Vault of the Ancients. We're here at last, the vault entrance. If we can connect all the ancient glyphs, we'll be as rich as kings. Puzzle 9. The vault door is open using a strange device inscribed with letters in ancient script. Connect pairs of letters to undo the blocks. Alright, it's one of those where you just have to connect the things, but they can't like cross each other, so you have to like... Those aren't too bad. Yeah, draw a line across an existing connection. Yeah. Oh, I'm like...
Set him
So
up and knock
did I
him
connect
down.
everything? Guess I just missed that one connection.
Piece of cake.
Treasure! It's all ours. We don't need to do any more of these puzzles. We can retire now. It's so many puzzles. I don't know how many puzzles the last game had. It definitely wasn't 365. It was definitely a selling point of this one here. It's like 365 extra puzzles. Perilous voyage. Calm waters, blue sky, yet the perils of the ocean are many. Must map out the safest path, lest ships who follow in our stead be dashed upon the rocks. All hands on deck. Start by working out where the hidden rocks are. Touch the space to mark it with a rock. Arrows tell you how many rocks lie in that direction. Rocks may also be hiding places where no arrows point, but no rocks are directly adjacent to one another. Once you have an idea where the rocks are, draw lines on the board to chart a course for the boat, starting and ending with the flag. The course may be a continuous line without any branches or overlaps. The boat must travel through all squares except for those with rocks or arrows. A journey can't be safely completed until every blank square has been filled. Alright, so, well, we know there's no rocks here, so there's 2 rocks in this direction, but where? I mean, obviously here and here, because they can't be next to each other, so... And the big question is, this one, where's the rock? I mean, one could be here, could be here, could be here. Like, it doesn't overlap with anything, right? I guess you just have to look at, like, which one of these be the least likely. Because if you do this here, like the boat... Oops. Wouldn't be able to, like, you know... So that's unlikely there. Same problem with, like, this here. Like, you can't do, like, any sort of... So it's unlikely that... Oops. So the rock has to be here. No, can't be here, because then we definitely can't go down here. Yeah, I guess we could do something like this. Yeah, this rock would make sense. My problem is, how to be... Rock here. Yeah, that kind of works. That's the problem, though. How do we... We definitely can't be here, because then we have no way of, like... So the problem with that is we can't go over here. First one is trickier than I expected. Of course, there could be other rocks that could be like, you know, there could be rocks here, so we don't necessarily need to... So yeah, so something like that. So yeah, there would have to be a rock in one of these two spots. And say, oh, there's a rock over here. So that's the big problem is like... Is these invisible rocks, right?
Just a dash of puzzle solving here.
I mean, there might be multiple
Fine
answers
puzzle
as
for
long
a
as
gentleman.
you put rocks in every spot or whatever. It's probably fine. You put rocks or if everything's filled in, and then there's no empty spot, and no empty spot, no rocks touching each other. It's good enough. Ladies and gentlemen, we are proud to present the greatest show in history. Please place the tiles before you in the frame and watch the show unfold before you. Whose tile is it anyways? Fill the empty space on the board with tiles on the right-hand side of the touchscreen. Slide the tiles onto the board. Once you've moved a tile, you can rotate it by sliding the slides over the edges. Both ends of the tile must touch either a gray square or the edge of the board. Tiles of the same color and pattern can be placed on top of each other. After you guys complete the puzzle. Alright, so obviously these long ones here have to be like... So there's 3 spots for the long ones. One here, and one on this side over here. So... Put that one there, and then this one here. So that'll work. This will work here. This will work here, and this will work here.
How about this? Puzzles are made to be solved.
It's Luke. Alright, which table do we want? Coffee table or the dinky table? Go with the coffee table. Must get a full house. Fancy. Alright, next. What was that? What's the Luke one? This one next. Yep, good old nonograms. I wonder if there is any nonograms in here. Any Picross or whatever. This just won't do. Have you ever seen candy boxes packed in such a haphazard way? Oh, my poor babies. Well, just don't stand there. Sort them out. By sliding them around, right? God, I hope there's no sliding. There's the pieces of candy to remove them from the box. The resulting layout should follow certain rules. Do not have more than one piece of candy, the same candy in the column or row. Candy meeting condition will sparkle on the top screen. Can have 2 or more consecutive blank spaces. Sounds complicated. Alright, so... Who knows? Does that work? I have more than one piece of candy, the same candy in any row or column. Candy meeting this condition will sparkle on the top screen. Alright. I mean, it's hard to tell which ones are, like, sparkling. I'm assuming, like... Okay, yeah, so it'd be pretty obvious. Like, one would be, like, blue and one would be, like, shiny like this. Alright, so this feels like it's right. And Rena, thank you.
How's this for an answer? I'm ready for more.
You can see that one getting complicated later on. Luckily, all these level 1 ones are relatively easy. The boat one is a little confusing there because you have to like put rocks in the spots that you're not going to be going into. Sony's thing, or the art, the state of play or whatever it is. Hopefully, some good announcements. A dish too far. Good evening. Table for 13. Right this way. Ah, table for 24, madam. No, that's absolutely fine. I have the country's finest chefs. I guarantee all your food will be served piping hot. Yeah, that's right. The new Layton should be like multi-console, right? That's gonna be weird. Chef uses color-coded plates when serving up dishes. Number on each plate shows how many plates are in the stack. Sliding plates from the stack to the surface one at a time. When the stack is numbered 2 or higher, you have to lay out more plates. Avoid mixing up dishes. Each plate must be placed next to another of the same type. You may not touch another type of plate. Place a check in an empty space by touching it. Use this mark spaces you can't move plates into. Can you... Yeah, neither do I. Okay, so obviously there won't be any plates in these spots. Means we need one here, so I'm gonna be blank. I need to have one there. That must we need one here. Another one here. So I'm assuming, okay, so one is fine. So one means it's just one plate left.
This is how it's done.
Yeah. For those kind of things, I always look at the
A day's work.
trailers after the fact. Never have high hopes for any of those things. It's just like, all right, let's just watch the good stuff afterwards. I could care less about hype nowadays, so it's not like, oh my god, I gotta watch it live to know exactly what's coming out. It's like, I don't care. You know how many games I have to play before you play modern stuff? Tranquility of the pond has been shattered by the quacking of lost ducklings. Reunite them with their mothers, but be careful, they're still wild. Reunite the lost ducks with their families so that every mother duck has 4 ducklings. Ducklings stand behind the mother in order. Touch a square to place the mother duck. Slide the stylus in that point to place the ducklings behind her and gather up the stranded ducklings. Can't move ducks there from the start. Ducks' heads represent mother ducks, and ducklings are numbered with the position in a chain. Ducks from different families will fight when they are adjacent. You'll see this in the top screen. Pay attention to the direction of the mother duck's faces. If any other family is in view, she'll start a fight. You can't finish a puzzle if the ducks are fighting. Fight! Where do I place the ducklings? Okay, just drag. Assuming the... Okay, so the ducklings... Are they fighting? Which one's fighting with which? Okay. I don't know why he's like just fighting there. I had to place them all, I guess, and then it's like, oh, no, I'm not fighting. It's Pidgey versus Pidgey, yep. Think we got everything? Nobody's fighting. Everybody's got their ducks. All their ducks in a row.
Don't keep me in suspense. There is no puzzle without a solution.
See that one getting complicated. Stun, Sir Saint Bronto's an Archaeopteryx screeching signals the end of school for the knowledge-hungry dinosaurs. Each one makes its way home, eager to avoid any confrontations. It's gonna be the fencing off stuff. Lead the baby dinosaurs home to their parents. Touch a baby dinosaur to highlight the parents' territory. Throw the baby dinosaur into its parents' territory. A line will mark its path. No dinosaurs cannot cross over these lines. Lead the baby dinosaurs to their parents without having them cross their paths. Some baby dinosaurs have brothers and sisters. Lead them to their parents' territory. This one has to go here. Everybody's
How's
happy.
this for an answer?
Yep, 100% dungeon crawling.
I did it, Professor!
We caught them all. See, we're catching all the dinosaurs. It's 100% Pokemon. Alright, last row. Aerial view. So far I haven't seen any sliding puzzles, thank god. It seems like all these puzzles are going to be relatively simple, but obviously can get pretty complex. Hence the difficulty things, but doesn't look like they're going to throw in some sliding puzzles in these, so... Look, I said I want you to map out a flight path. What? I don't care how you do it, as long as it gets me where I want to go. Yes, I can overlap, but no T-junctions, understand? Yeah, all the starting ones are like basic difficulty. I just want to like get a taste of each one of these. Alright, it's basically a pipe puzzle. Draw the lines using stylus, create a flight path goes through every space. Alright. Drawing your path, make sure you include all the points I've already drawn on the chart. Plane must travel in a continuous line, never retrace parts of its path. As a result, the flight path can contain four-way crossings but no T-junctions. Additionally, the plane can't turn in a four-way crossing. It can only go straight on. Bear that in mind when creating your path. Solution doesn't work, make sure it doesn't if your solution doesn't work, make sure it doesn't include T-junctions or turns in a four-way crossing. Alright. So, obviously, this goes like this. So we can't do this, obviously, so we need to go there. For what, Dragon Guard 2? I had fun with it. It was a good game. It was a good game. Okay, so we definitely have to go up here. We gotta go in here. So we gotta go here. Gotta go like this. So definitely okay with that way, so let's go down here. Oh, this is Laytonology.
I'm going for it.
Whenever I'm on vacation, I always do like a Layton game, add a Layton game
Well,
to the pile.
that's that.
Not that there's many left now. The last one actually had a pretty beefy RPG side thing. The whole Layton time or Layton or London something London Times was pretty was pretty in depth. It was long to beat that as it did to play the game. I mean, I guess it was a kind of a precursor to the Fantasy Life series. So. Trains and Train Spotters. Rule number 1 of the Train Spotter's Handbook. Let all the bridges be climbed. Rule number 2 of the Train Spotter's Handbook. Never pass under a bridge. Ah, here it comes. Get in position. Create circular routes for the trains and photographers. This circuits must pass through all trains and camera tiles, respectively. Don't line the board, create routes. Routes cannot pass. Turn on bridges. Excuse me. Photographers must pass over all the bridges, but cannot take their photo. Photographers must pass over all the bridges to take their photos, but they cannot go under bridges. Alright. They can go under bridges, but don't need to go under all of them. They can't travel over bridges. Photographer and train routes can only cross safely at bridges. Alright. Yeah, if he likes puzzles there. Wait, do we have to... I'm assuming we don't need to... Wait. We have to, like, hit every square? So photographers have to go over all bridges. So that's one requirement. So you do need to go over every single bridge. The trains don't need to go under all of them. But doesn't say that you need to occupy every square. So clearly we need to like go over these bridges, for example. So that'd be fine, I guess.
Just a dash of puzzle solving here. That was a challenge, to be sure.
Say cheese! Crazy photographers. I bet these are like not no like you can't put these in order of like release dates. I mean, I guess they give you the dates there, but you can't just say like show me the puzzles and literally in release dates. But no, desert wasn't too bad really. Yeah, some turtles, beautiful place. Sure was scorching, I tell you. Some angry sun, angry cloud. Select turtles from the right of the screen to place them on the board. Use the shovel to dig an oasis. Fill the empty squares with a turtle or an oasis. Turtles must face each other in pairs. The colors don't need to match. At least one oasis must be placed between each pair of turtles. No cacti or other turtles can be positioned between a pair of turtles. Finally, all oases must lie between pair of turtles. Now bring some life to this dusty desert. Alright, so clearly we need a turtle over here. turtle over here. We have more than one oasis between turtles? At least one oasis, okay. So we can have multiple oases. Now could I have like a turtle like this here? There's like two oases between the turtles? Assuming so, because I'm assuming we need to fill every square. Fill all empty, yeah. So either we need an oasis or... So we can put another oasis here. And a turtle over here. Put a turtle over here and two oases here. Something like this here. Put a turtle over here. Is that not good? Did I miss something? No, that turtle down here. Mwah. Oh, this one. Third table direction they're facing.
How's this for an answer? I'm ready for more.
The cloud is happy. The sun is still angry as hell. Alright, we're almost done the first of each puzzle. Then we can move on to the real game. Snurgeon safety woofment. Criminal vermin have escaped. There's no time to woof. Collar them. Barking beat. A woofment. The barking beat. Lead the police dog to cheeky animals, pranksters, and arrest those ruffians. Move the police dog by drawing lines with the stylus. He'll start moving when you lift the stylus. The police dog is next to one of the pranksters. Touch it to arrest it. The police dog will push the mischief maker backwards into a cage. The police dog can't go through squares with cages in them. Pay attention to the order in which you make your arrests. That's where the cages. Okay. Okay, so now, like, I can't get this guy over here. So I can't push him any direction. I'm assuming I need, like, a spot behind them to push him into a cage. You know it.
I'm going for it. Well, that's that.
One totally was. That was a roguelike, easily. Alright, final puzzle for now. How many of these was there? There is 20 different puzzle types. 365 puzzles in total, my god. Park's ruddy pipework has fallen apart. No one is amused. Hurry those repairs, will you? Park needs water. For some reason, I don't think I'll be doing every one of these 365 puzzles. It seems like a lot of puzzles. Park's water supply has stopped. Connect the pipe sections on the board and rehydrate the thirsty park. You can use whichever additional blocks you need. Slide them onto the right-hand side of the board. Number of blocks tell you how many connections you need to make. Get it right, number turns blue. Alright. Go over, turns red. Also, number turns red if you put blocks with the same number next to each other. And all the numbers blue while connecting all the blocks. Touch up blank space once to put down a placeholder, and twice to put down a cross. Use them as a guide. Yeah, so obviously we can't... Oops. So obviously you have to have like a pipe in each of these, which means we can't have any pipes here. So this 2 already has both pipes. Three needs another pipe there. Let's see, this one's going to be empty. That looks right. Oops, that's right, we can't have 2, so we have to have a 3 here. Which means we need a 2 over here. It's going to be a 3. It's going to be a 3. It's going to be, oops, 3. 2, 2, 1.
How about this?
Hooray!
Puzzles are made to be solved.
We did 1 of each puzzle type. Never need to touch those again. Yeah, it's definitely a weird one. Some of these puzzles I definitely recognize from other games, but and not a sliding puzzle in sight. Alright. Notifications on. Can receive notifications regarding daily puzzles via SpotPass. We already downloaded all the puzzles. No. We did 5 game puzzles. We did like 20 of the 365 daily puzzles. Alright, before we continue though, a good time to take a quick break. Let me pause the timer here for a minute. I'm gonna grab some food, grab a drink and all that. And then we shall continue on. Play some the actual gameplay stuff, so I'll be back in a few minutes.